Hello everyone and welcome back. I am rmaster13 and today we're going to be taking a look at the team I built to face off against Bart or MegaLilypad. But before we take a look at my team, let's take a look at his team. Bart's Mega is Mega Charizard X, and well, what can I say about it? It's simply a monster with possibilities that of Dragon Dances. It can be a bulky variant, like it wrecks. Like that's just how it is. It just destroys things. So we'll definitely have to be careful about that. But yeah, it's gonna be hard to take on. But well, you should be able to work with that. Bart's second mon is Heatran. Heatran is quite a bit of it's quite troublesome for my team, as it completely neutralizes Mega Metagross if it has either Scarf or Air Balloon, because I simply can't hit it. And it just hits almost anything. Like, it doesn't hit Starmie, I guess, but my main special defensive wall, being Florges, doesn't like to take steel type moves. So yeah, well, you'll see in my team what I have prepared for that, but it's quite tricky to deal with. Latios I don't expect to be that big a deal. Starmie outspeeds it and can do a chunk. We have Ice Shard on Mamoswine to hit it, so it shouldn't be too hard to deal with. But if it does get in for free, it's gonna hit something pretty freaking hard. Like, there's very little that wants to take a Draco Meteor to the face. Except for Blossom, because it's Blossom. Bart's UU mons are Roserade, Swampert and Honchkrow. Roserade has such stacking. That's pretty much all it does. I don't think it's very useful for anything else. It can hit with Life Orb and stuff, but I don't see it being that big a deal. We can handle it. Swampert is kind of annoying. It works pretty well against my team. And well, there's very little that can one-shot Swampert besides, well, one-hit knockout moves and grass type moves. But yeah, we'll have to see how to work around that. But I definitely think we are able to do so. I've got 12 EVs there. Anyway, next up we've got Honchkrow, which as a dark type is never bad. It has quite a wide move pool with moves like Heat Wave, but could also be run FUCL with Sucker Punch and Pursuit and stuff like that. So it's gonna be tricky to work around, but because it's just pretty good against, well, Metagross, as well as Starmie, because of the Sucker Punch, the Pursuit and stuff like that. But yeah, Honchkrow is pretty versatile, but its speed is kind of lacking, so I do think we should be able to take it on without too many issues. RU mons I am more scared of than Bart's UU mons. Both Diancie and Kovagricus are able to set up Trick Room, or are able to abuse Trick Room, and Trick Room kind of wrecks my team, like it just does. But I think Trick Room teams are very hard to prepare for, so it's I don't really know how to prepare for Trick Room teams, so I'm just gonna hope he doesn't bring Trick Room. Like, that's it. And even if he does, I do think we should still be able to deal out at least solid damage. But yeah, we'll have to see. Anyway, Diancie with its Fairy typing, and it's just good. Fairy type is a really good type. As I said, it can be Trick Room, it could also be a Calm Mind set, maybe even a Scarf set, like, and it hurts. Like, you don't want to take Diamond Storms to the face all day, or Moonblasts, or anything for that matter, so you have to be careful of Diancie. But I do think we can handle it. Kovagricus, I definitely expect him to bring with its Will-O-Wisp. It can definitely be annoying to deal with, and it's just really stable wall. Like, it can take anything that's somewhat defensive and hit, as I said, hit will-o-wisps and stuff like that, as well as Shadow Ball for general stab coverage. Magneton is, I don't really know actually. It's choice item user, I know, but like Specs and Scarf both work pretty well on him, but I do not expect Magneton to be that big a deal. We do have Mamoswine to resist its electric attacks, although it does not like taking steel attacks, so we'll have to see, but yeah, I do think we can take it. Shedenya is pretty much useless. Like, you set up Stealth Rocks and Shedenya can't do anything. Slacking is really powerful, but the Truant ability really hurts it. Yeah, it just does. It's painful to deal with, and that's why it's in NU. However, if he does bring it, I definitely expect it to be able to put in a huge dent in my team. Like, Chase Bennett Giga Impact? No thank you, I would prefer to not take those. And finally, Bart has Rodent Frost, which is actually the only NU mon he has brought so far. With its ice typing, it has proven to be pretty decent against some other players in this league. However, I do not think I have a major ice or electric weakness, so I don't see him bringing Rodent Frost. But yeah, I mean, I said I mispredicted a couple of months last week too, expecting them not to be brought, and well, they definitely got brought. Either way, let's take a look at my team. First off, we've got Manny the Mamoswine. It's a Sash Lead Mamoswine. It's with Stealth Rocks, Earthquake, Ice Cold Crash, and Ice Shard. There's very little in his team that likes to take Ice Cold Crashes or Ice Shards. I have enough speed on it to outspeed max speed Roserade without speed raising nature. Usually when Roserade is run, it does have speed increasing nature, so who knows, it probably won't work out, but we'll have to see. Anyway, it also outspeeds Rodent Frost if it isn't a max plus speed nature. It outspeeds Heatran at max speed, which is nice. Heatran doesn't like taking earthquakes, especially not if it's slower. So Ice Cold Crash and Ice Shard are there because, well, it just hits things. Like, what is able to take earthquakes doesn't like taking Ice Cold Crashes, and vice versa, except for Cofagrigus because it's Cofagrigus. But yeah, they just hurt. And well, Ice Shard is there because priority is always nice to have. Can hurt if there's someone really low and you're like, I wish I had priority. Oh wait, Ice Shard. Alright, next up, actually Mamoswine is just pretty basic. Sash Lead, I want those Stealth Rocks up for before Charizard comes in. If he does lead with Charizard, that could be kind of problematic. We'll have to see though how we handle that. Because if he does lead with Charizard, I can't go for Earthquake, because you are not forced to instantly Mega Evolve your Pokemon. So if I do go for Earthquake and he decides to like sub without Mega Evolving, I just don't hit it, and that's painful. But yeah, we'll have to see. Next up is Starmie, the Patrick the Starmie, not Starmie the Patrick the Starmie. It's, yeah, Hydro Pump hurts Zard X, even if it's Dragon type, it doesn't like taking those. I'm faster, so that shouldn't be that big a deal. Heatran doesn't like taking Hydro Pumps either. Latios doesn't like taking Ice Beams. Roserade doesn't like taking Ice Beams. Swampert doesn't like taking Hydro Pumps. Honchkrow doesn't like taking Ice Beams. Diancie doesn't like taking Hydro Pumps. It just hurts a lot of his team. Like, it's actually quite impressive. Either way, it has enough speed to outspeed the fastest mon on his team, being Latios. Although actually I have 1 extra speed, I don't know why. Oh wait, I do know why. Guess you can get 351 on Starmie. Anyway, Rapid Spin is there to get rid of hazards, because hazards are annoying, and Recover is there because, well, if he does get hazards, and with my Life Orb damage, I could get hurt quite badly, and Rapid Spin is just nice to... Yeah, Recover is just nice to get rid of all that damage. Next up is Florges. This week it's more of a utility mon. Aromatherapy is there to get rid of those burns that he could spread with Cofagrigus or even Mega Charizard or Heatran. As I said, they really cripple my team. The only thing that doesn't mind taking them is Starmie, I guess. But then again, if Starmie does take them, the damage starts racking up again. So burns really cripple my team, and Aromatherapy is just really good to get rid of those. Moonblast is there for stab. Like, I just enjoy having stab moves. That's it. We have enough speed to outspeed defensive Heatran, as well as Honchkrow without attack investment, and Diancie and Magneton, and yeah, you know, who knows, it might work out, it might not. We'll have to see. Anyway, Hidden Power Ground is there to hit that Heatran. For the rest, I'm just gonna hit Moonblasts, throw them left, right and center and see if it hits anyone. Hidden Power Ground also hits Magneton, which is nice. And Synthesis again is there for recovery, because recovery is nice. Jaws, the Tyrantrum, is hopefully going to do the most work this week. With Rock Polish, it outspeeds everything except maybe max speed Scarf Latios, or max speed Scarf Slacking. The rest gets outsped at +2. And there's very little that likes taking head smashes. I've said this before and I say it again, head smashes hurt. And with the stab and the life orb, there's just very little that likes taking those. Dragon Claw is there for Latios or even Megazord if I want better accuracy. Earthquake is there for Heatran, Roserade, Diancie, Magneton. It's there if I want to hit anything else really that resists head smash, I guess. It's just a solid move. Earthquake, it hurts almost everything, and yeah, it hurts. Like 100 attack, 100 base power is always good to have. Next up is Milkshake, the Miltank. Miltank is my main Charizard switch in with fully defensive, thick fat. It is able to take quite a lot from Mega Charizard, and it deals a decent amount of damage back with either Body Slam or Earthquake, depending on whether it has Mega evolved yet or not. Milkdrank is there again for recovery, because recovery is nice, and Toxic is there if I face off. I could even Toxic Charizard if I predict him to switch in. It could hit Cofagrigus, anything that stalls or is a wall, just doesn't like taking Toxic to the face, and Toxic is always good to have. So there's the Toxic. It's pretty straightforward Earthquake, but yeah, you know the drill. And next up is Happy and I Know It, or Hariyama. With its Assault Vest and Careful Nature, it is able to take pretty much anything Heatran sends at it, and it has a chance to one-hit KO with Close Combat, and after rocks, it almost guarantees to die after a Close Combat. Counter is there to hit Mega Charizard. Hariyama can live 2 Flare Blitzes, and if it counters one of those Flare Blitzes, Mega Charizard dies. That's it dies. Knockoff is there for the Cofagrigus, for anything that doesn't like getting knocked off. And Fake Out is there again for priority. Priority is nice to have and it never hurts. Either way, that's it for this week's team. I hope you enjoyed and I hope to see you next time. Bye!